Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So we are on our way to House of Thunder to order some parts for the new fuel tank that I have. So if you guys don't know already, I'm going to order some FXLRST parts on that fuel tank and convert my 2020 Lowrider S into a 2022-2023 Lowrider S or Lowrider ST. So basically the fuel tank that you see here with this old dashboard, I'm going to try to swap it out and, you know, see how that looks. The new 2020, I believe they started doing this in 2021 or no, sorry, 2022. They got rid of the extra fake gas cap on the left, right over here, this one. So they got rid of it on that, and I remember Bikes, Beards, and Brews, he was just mentioning how he kind of missed seeing both of the fuel caps because it just doesn't look asymmetrical, because of course you only have the one on the right. So that's the reason why I went with the fuel tank that I'm working on currently, and that's the reason why. What else? Oh yeah, so the one that I have, it's for its soft tail, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's for a soft tail. Let's see. So we have that fuel tank, of course, obviously. That's for a 2020 or 2019 soft tail. So I got it on a good discount. And you know, it was $170, $150, a good overall price. And I believe it should fit the new dash cover, the new dashboard on the new Milwaukee 8's Lowrider S and Lowrider ST, I believe. So it's going to cost me a pretty penny just to get the dash cover. I know I don't like. So yeah, I just had to get out of there. I didn't feel comfortable riding right next to the big rig and having all those cars on top of it as well. So anyways, getting back onto the fuel tank, the 2023 dash, I believe it's the same. I believe the new dash fits, and I was also mentioning that I was looking at probably getting the Advan Black, but looking at their prices, I believe it's almost about the same. I believe it's like $160 for the Advan Black. The Harley Davidson, theirs is $200. So the dash cover for the new gas tank is going to cost me more than the actual gas tank, the fuel tank, the one that I recently bought off of eBay. But hey, it is what it is. I was looking at the carbon fiber options, but those were $260 with the shipping. So I figured, you know what, I'll save myself the $60 and just get the Harley Davidson, the OEM. And I also have a $40 gift card, so I'm gonna get the $40 gift card. So I'm gonna get it for $160 instead of paying the $200 or the $260 for the carbon fiber. I don't know, it's just me trying to save a buck here and there. But anyways, enough with the rambling. All right, so what's going on? I mean, it's been for the topic of today's video. You know, like I said, I haven't done a lot of motovlogging, and that's only because I've been test riding the Mod Bandit. I'm trying to see how it feels, how it sounds, and you know, I'm just putting it to the paces. So I've been motovlogging with the Mod Bandit. That's the reason why I haven't done a lot of motovlogging. And so you know, that's that. That's why the motovlogs are a little bit down. But overall, just wanted to, I guess, you know, just mention another milestone for the channel. It's now been 3 years with the YouTube Partner Program. Is it 3 years or is it 4 years? I think it's 3 years with the Partner Program, with the YouTube Partner Program. And I believe it's been 4 or 5 years overall on me consistently uploading videos. I think it's more probably 4 years of constant weekly videos. I'm at somewhere around 750 videos, which is, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of videos. It's a lot of time. You know, I just show my appreciation to all my favorites, motovloggers or YouTubers, the guys that I consistently watch, and you know, just, you know, doing what I'm doing, working my 9 to 5, and then doing this on the side, of course, and then you know, just balancing work, YouTube, and family, and all that other stuff. I really am appreciative of all my, you know, favorite YouTube content creators. So yes, it's now 3 years. 3 years as a paid member of the YouTube, and you know, maybe you guys are probably wondering how much, you know, how much have I made. I just realized my audio was on. What are the overall numbers? You know, is it worth it? Stuff like that, I guess. That I don't know. I touch upon, and I always mention the same thing over and over again. You know, starting out, man, I really don't see, you know, financially a reason why you would want to do this. All right, it's more of a hobby. If you have extra time, you know, it's just it doesn't really pay. Over the last 3 years, you know, we're getting close in November. That's when I hit my YouTube partner program. I have made off of the channel somewhere around $36,000, I believe. I haven't really checked the numbers. I mean, I just don't check them anymore. I mean, I think when you first start out, you finally hit that 1,000, and you start thinking, oh, the money's gonna start ranking in now, and I'm gonna get sponsorships, and I'm gonna do all this other stuff. It doesn't really happen. All right, I don't know. I mean, nobody's really reached out to me. Yes, there's a few manufacturers that I'm not gonna name that they've reached out and offered me free stuff and stuff like that. The only free item that I've received or accepted was the seat for the Sportster, the step-up settlement seat that they gave me with the carbon fiber and all that neat stuff. And the gripper material, they gave me that seat, and you know, it's been fantastic. That's pretty much the only real freebie I've gotten. I haven't really, everything you see on my bike, everything I paid for. All right, nobody's giving me anything. Okay, the exhaust, the stage 2, everything has come out of my pocket. The throttle tuner, all of this stuff, I paid for it myself. All right, and installed by yours truly, of course. So you know, like I said, as far as money, this thing has been a money pit. The YouTube, the cameras, the GoPros, and yes, you don't really have to buy the latest and greatest stuff. I'm really into the tech stuff, so I guess overall it's just me that I guess I've just sunk in so much money into this channel or into my bike. But I've always looked at it in a positive, you know, point of view. Is I was gonna do this anyways. All right, even before I started motovlogging, I was modifying bikes, making my builds, spending money anyways. So this is, you know, this way I just get to share it with you guys, and you know, potentially probably give you guys a little bit more confidence in, you know, working on your own bike, saving some money. You know, labor-wise, at my local dealer, you're looking at $160 an hour. And I've always, you know, when I upload the tools needed, you will always save money, and you will also, you know, you'll build your tool collection and save money at the same time. A lot of the times, and I've calculated a few times, you know, 8 hours for the stage 2, 3.5 hours for the compensator, at $160 an hour. You could go to your Harbor Freight and buy most of these tools and the toolbox, and you'll still save yourself some money. So I'm just trying to let you guys know you guys can do this. All right, and you guys see my I guess my shop or my garage. I don't have a garage. I work outdoors. I don't have the space for it, but you know what? I still managed to be able to do it. So if I could do it, you guys can do it. But yeah, I mean, the whole reason why I started the channel wasn't for, you know, the DUIs. No. That's it. The DIYs and stuff like that. Like I mentioned in a video, I think 2 years ago, I did it just to kind of show you guys how to protect yourself against, you know, the dealerships. Give you guys a few tips. I had a lot of those videos. I haven't done much of those. I still have a few in the editing phase, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would say the first reason why I started the channel was just to kind of show you guys how to protect yourselves against the dealership where you're buying them, being aware of what you're buying, sales tax, purchase orders, repair orders, stuff like that. Like I said, my background is service department, service writer, and I would always get these negative complaints from customers that were promised certain things and stuff like that. I mean, sales guys, and you know, some people can be very dishonest, all right? And somewhere along that way, I started doing the DV. Why can't I remember it? The do-it-yourself DIYs. Sorry, guys. I just got off work and I'm on my way to the dealer. So yeah, the DIYs. And I don't know. Because like I said, I worked at the service department, and I would always wonder, because some of you guys also mention it too in my videos. I would always wonder, like, man, why won't these guys just work on their cars? But it really depends on your upbringing. It depends on your situation. You know, it just depends on a lot of different things. And I would always just kind of, because like I said, I mean, you're talking about $200 to $300 for some of these maintenance, basic maintenance. And for me, it's always been normal. All right, my dad taught me how to do it, showed me how to do the oil change, stuff like that. And when I would see these folks agreeing to, you know, the costly repairs and stuff like that, I was always just taken back. Like, man, this guy's really gonna pay $200 for an oil change. And at the time, my coworker at the time just, you know, told me, because of course he, you know, I got in there and I couldn't believe people were paying $200 for an oil change. And he just told me, hey, everybody has a different situation. Some people grew up, you know, without fathers, without a father figure, or maybe the father just was too busy, didn't have time to do it, and sometimes people, you know, people have enough money that it's just not worth their time on getting dirty and doing all this stuff. Now I can see that, you know. My uncle, of course, you know, he was one of those guys. He had a bunch of projects and some very nice cars, and I would always volunteer to do it for him because, you know, I was a teenager and that was like one of the things that I wanted to do. And it just, and he just mentioned it. He told me, hey, look, I have 6 kids. I have my job, you know. I would rather spend time with my family than working on my cars. That's why I pay somebody else to do it. And yeah, it just made sense. That's when I started kind of realizing, hey, sometimes it's just not about the money. Even though, you know, folks are paying $200, $300, I paid $520 for my 1K service, which was, you know, nuts. $520 for an oil change is crazy. But anyways, DIYs and all that good stuff, you know, 3 years, YouTube partner program, about 36K on Google Sense, ad revenue, or whatever you want to call it. Plus, I've also have the Amazon links. I mean, I really don't mention all, you know, I don't promote any of this stuff, all right, guys? And I appreciate you guys buying through, you know, through my links or through the links in the videos. You know, I don't really mention it. The only stuff that I get a little bit of kickback is the Amazon stuff. So when I have a link to Get Lord Cycles, or I have a link to anywhere else but Amazon, I get a little bit of that, and it's good. It helps out a little bit. It's nothing like dramatic like what Google typically pays me a month. I'd say somewhere around $200 to $240 a month. That's what Google pays me right now, or YouTube. Monthly, $240, $200. It really depends. I'd say once the there's a few times where that number will dip down into the 150s, 160s, but that's enough to pay off. That's enough for the insurance on the bikes, because I own two now. But you know what? I'm not, like I said, I don't ask you, I don't beg for you guys to give me money. I have links, I have Patreon. I just recently opened it up, but just overall money return and my time. I mean, this YouTube thing isn't really, as of yet, nothing well. There's no good foundation as far as money wise, but hey, it's fun. You guys get to see what I'm doing, and like I mentioned, you guys, some of you guys have reached out to me on Instagram and just told me, hey, your videos help me out, doing this by myself. And like I said, you really get used to the bike, and that's the main goal, I guess, of my channel now, is for you guys to just build that confidence where you could get into your bike and tear it down, and with the stage 2, with the comp, it's just to help you guys just build a little bit more confidence around the bike and have that peace of mind that you're not gonna break it. I mean, this is why I always recommend get a Sportster as your first bike. That's a Sportster is a perfect bike for you to wrench on. It's easier as well. Not to mention that it's cheaper. It's also an easier bike to work on than these Dynas, these twin cams, and these Milwaukee 8s. It's just, overall, it's an easier bike to work on, in my opinion. All right, and I think, I really believe it's easier because of mechanically where all the stuff's at. It's a little bit easier to get to, and the price-wise, as well as in parts for the Sportster, there's a ton of parts for you to buy on Amazon, and all of them 20 to 40, 50 bucks. The risers on my Sportster were like I think it was like $110. And man, compared to what I have here, the Kraus, I mean, we're talking Kraus, what is it, 600 bucks? So, that's a difference of $500. So, and on top of that, not only is, working on the Sportster cheaper, but like I said, you're not worried about it as much. You don't want to drop it. I mean, the same thing with any other bike. You don't want to drop it, but if it falls, you're not making payments on it. So a little ding and a little dent there, it's all right. And besides, if there's a swap meet, or like I said, on eBay, if you could find yourself a good deal on a new tank, there's a ton of tanks on eBay, a ton of tanks. So, price-wise, you'll be able to find one for about 200 bucks. If you do get a dent or whatever, you scratch it and you're worried about it, or you can just watch my videos on how to repair it. They're all on there. So overall, just another rambling motovlog. I don't know, guys. Just like I said, I appreciate you guys following the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching, commenting and liking the videos. That's something that I also got to get better at, asking you guys to please like the video. Just like the video. And as far as subscribers, it really doesn't matter, but I guess it'll probably help the algorithm to promote the channel a little bit more. I don't know. It's just, we're 4 or 5 years in. It's a slow grind, right? It is. So hey, thanks for tuning in. If you guys are wondering financially, is it worth it? Absolutely not. You're pretty much better off doing something else, getting a degree or getting some kind of a trade program or whatever. Put your time in that, I think that would benefit you more than you know, getting on YouTube and stuff like that. It's just, it really isn't worth it. So you guys stay out there, stay safe. Ice the risk, get out there and ride. Later.